So ad-free socials were launched back in, gosh, there's no date on this, so I don't actually know, but they were launched earlier in 2025. Meta began offering an ad-free subscription for Facebook and Instagram for priced at $2.99 a month on desktop or $3.99 a month on mobile, with add-ons for multiple accounts. And they weren't the first people to do this. I mean, YouTube have been offering it for a while now as well. And this marks a shift away from the long-standing free but ad-supported model, which does put a direct price on privacy. Users can either accept personalized data tracking and keep the free version or pay to avoid ads and tracking. So it's quite an interesting approach. You're essentially giving up your data as soon as you use Facebook and Instagram for free. But I think we all knew that anyway, didn't we, for all the years we've been using it. Um, One of the things that has also launched on YouTube is streaming music ad-free. So that's something that they've been kind of pushing a little bit more, and also just streaming videos ad-free. The change has been driven by regulatory pressure, not necessarily revenue. So this is the consent or pay rules that exist in the EU and the UK, where essentially you're offering a paid alternative, where YouTube and Meta can keep their personalized ads running, business running, while meeting privacy compliance requirements. So I think this is just going to happen more and more, particularly in this part of the world. What does that mean? Well, it's not necessarily an industry shaking event. I think people did freak out about it a little bit too much earlier in the year, in my opinion. But what it could mean is if more people take up the ad-free subscription, we could then see smaller ad reachable audiences, which will then drive costs up. If the smaller audiences, it's going to mean there's fewer impressions, which could raise the cost per impression. It's going to mean even more difficult attribution as well. So advertisers might lose insight into ad-free users. We might lose that kind of demographic data from them about who's following our pages or who's engaging with our content. And there may be more creative pressure increases. So ads have to be much more effective to justify their spend if they're going to get more expensive. So there's more pressure on a paid social media manager to make sure that those campaigns are delivering results. So overall, as we go into 2026, paid social does remain strong, but it's going to be more competitive, and it might mean that your results aren't as effective as perhaps they have been in recent years. But we shall see. So, what should we be doing as social media marketers in 2026? I would say diversify your channels. Don't rely on one platform, expand into others. Today we've talked about Substack, Reddit, WhatsApp, SEO. We haven't discussed email, but of course, that is a very, very valuable owned platform where you can drive more people to be subscribers. Strengthen your organic content, really honing in on that quality over quantity. If some users do opt out of ads, then your organic content becomes even more important. Invest in first party data. So that's your email or your loyalty programs through apps. We've known that one for a few years now, but it is still remaining very important. And improve your creative quality. So there's going to be more competition and fewer impressions, which means your ads have to deliver value.